All right, welcome once again to another episode of Sports Therapy with FH Jr. Hey, I am your host. A little bit about the show. Sports Therapy with FH Jr. is where callers will have 2 minutes to rip, rant, and kick some knowledge about all things NFL. Normally, I am rocking the standard uniform, but tonight I'm not, and I'll get back with you a little bit more as to why. Um, and as usual, I'm always rocking the cool beard, augmented by the league hat that sinks that lets everybody know that I am neutral. Now, I am a Commander fan. Trust me, to my heart, I am a Commander fan. But on our show, we don't talk politics. Man, I don't give a fat rat's butt what the Democrats are doing, nor do I care what the Republicans are doing. We don't talk race relations. All are welcome to participate. And we don't talk sexual, we don't get into sexual identity and all that. Nah. We are just a show designed for fun and yucks. And the number to call is always 940-329-4110. And the show is always live. We're live. We're streamed live on Facebook and YouTube. Yes. And like us on Facebook and YouTube and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you to subscribe to my channel. Now, let's talk football. Also, the show is always brought to you by our sponsor, which is always Crown Royal. Yes. And you know, we always drink Crown Royal responsibly. Yes, we do. I don't even know where to start, but let me start first by saying and explaining why I don't have the standard uniform on. As you all can see, I am paying tribute to the Texas Rangers. Yeah, people say, well, wait a minute. Wait, what? Texas? Look, I just don't particularly care for one particular team called the Cowboys because they're in my division. But other than that, I love Texas. Yeah, because this show is coming to you live from Texas. Yes, Texas. But I'm wearing this shirt to signify that the Rangers are the world's champions in baseball. Had a chance to hang out at the parade. It was wild and woolly. I mean, big ups to the Rangers, and I mean Coach Bochy and Doleys and all the guys. Man, there's too many of those brothers for me to call their name, but I just know Marcus Simeon and oh man, just even the professional hitter Corey. Man, it's just great to be a winner. So big ups. So I'm paying tribute today to the Rangers. Yes, I am. So, but on our show, we're gonna do it like we're always talking football. Yes, we do, because that's what we do. We talk football because we are a talking show. But on the show today, you know, the gist of the show is always about callers will get 2 minutes to rip, rant, kick some knowledge, and all that good stuff. And we always try to go over the scores, and for some strange reason, it never happens. But you know what? Yeah. Now, Cowboy fans. Now, let's don't Cowboy fans. I expect it from my Cowboy fans. Yes, I do. Now, look, I don't hide it, man. I tell people I cheer for everybody in our division to lose. Yes, I do. But was I torn between the Cowboys and the Eagles? No, because if the Cowboys lose, that means they're only one game ahead of my Commanders. It's simple math. Yeah, nah. Uh-uh. So they did lose today, so we shall see. That was one heck of a game. But you know what? This week kicked off Thursday as as my homeboy Glenn's team, the Steelers, took on. Hey man, they played against the Titans, man. Yeah, King Henry. So that was and like I said, the season started. Not the season. I'm sorry. The week started with that game Thursday night. Now I don't know, but I I still got hope for the Steelers. I really do. I think they're gonna be okay. Quarterback, few issues there, but this show is not really designed for people to listen to me. Although I enjoy listening to myself, but it's caller driven. So let's get a call in. Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr.
What's up, F.A. Jr.? This is the Ravens extraordinaire, Brandon Cooper. We won 37-3, dog.
I know, man. You know what, Brother Cooper? I have been looking for that team that I can say that is the team. That is the team. Because there's something about parity this year, man, where teams beat people and then you say, that's that team. Then next week, they get their doors blew off, and then you say, well, they're not the team. I thought that was going to happen with the 49ers. But let's talk Ravens, man. Let's talk Ravens.
Right. If you look at the AFC, Kansas City, of course, they're on the road, but they're going to shake. We will have them on the schedule this year, but I do believe we can beat them because we have a better overall roster. And Lamar plays his best games against Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, he does.
If you look at the AFC East, they're not beating a team over 500. Right? So they're not good teams.
Brother Coop, let's let's talk about the sound quality. Do you have your volume pushed all the way up there, brother?
Hold on. You hear me better? You hear me better right here?
Yes. Are you coming by way of Bluetooth?
No, I'm here. Probably let me see. Hold on. Hear me better right here?
Yeah, that's good. All right.
Perfect. So, yes, like I was saying, if you look at AFC, the picture is full. The Dolphins don't beat anybody over 500. If you look at the see, they're good.
Okay, I'm losing you again, brother.
Hold on. Let me walk outside real quick.
That's what I like about live show, man. You get what you get. Hey, man, you get what you get. And if you are out driving and you want to know what the heck am I listening to, this is Sports Therapy.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, man. You are coming in loud and clear. All right. And you were saying.
Right. So as I was saying, man, if we're looking at the AFC, look at the Ravens. We have the MVP Lamar Jackson, who's going to win MVP. We also have the number one defense in the NFL, bro.
Yes.
In the NFL. Also, if you look, the Chiefs, Lamar plays his best games against the Chiefs. Now, we don't have the Chiefs on the schedule this year, but when we play them, Lamar's ready. If you look at the AFC East, the Dolphins, they have not beat a team over 500. Then when you look at the AFC South, the Jaguars, they're just not ready for prime time. They got a young team. I think because today we ran for over 200 yards rushing. Man, I said this might be our year, bro.
Now,
what you think?
Now, what and let me take you back to week 1. When I rattled off about 5 teams that I said the window, it's their window. If they don't get it done this year, then that window is starting to close. So I put your Ravens as one of those teams because they got everything. They're no longer a young team anymore. You got some young pieces, but you got, it's time for the Ravens to get it done. And I think right now, one thing that concerns me is, are the Ravens peaking too fast? Because to me, it seems like that's what happens, but that may be because of the old style that you guys used to play, which was give Lamar the ball and everybody else get the hell out of the way. Now,
exactly.
and then towards the end of the year, he pretty much don't have anything left in the tank. But this year, with a new offensive coordinator you guys got, with a new offensive scheme that you have. You have surrounded him with better players. He's got better toys. So it may be just an eye test. The Ravens may look like they are what we think they are.
But see, here's the thing. I think, and we're doing a lot in Lamar's not having to run as much.
Yes.
Now, our receivers dropping a lot of passes, yes, but I think we're looking at we have our rookie running back stepped up today. Mitchell stepped up today. Gus Edwards has been stepping up. So I think we're getting to the point where everybody else is catching up to the point where it's like, all right, man, Lamar's going to do his thing, but we cannot continuously depend on Lamar throwing 4,000 plus yards
right.
and getting over 1,000 yards.
Right, and that's how it used to be. It's like, hey, man, because sometimes, when you have that superstar player like that, sometimes guys can kind of get wrapped up into just watching him perform. And, as I'm saying, buying a ticket to the event instead of being in the event. And this year, I see some things, now. And like you said, you guys seem to play well against Kansas City, but it's like I start off my day with that early morning game from Mario, England, with Kansas City. The Chiefs took on Miami, and I'm like you, man. Miami, they haven't beaten a team with a winning record. It's like it's almost like they put up a bunch of empty stats, man.
Exactly, and it's like, bro, you're playing against a team that understands how to guard Tyreek Hill.
Yes.
So once you neutralize Tyreek Hill, now what you do is you force your quarterback, which is Tua. Tua now has to make 5 plays on an elite level to win the game, and he couldn't do it.
Man, truer words have never been spoken. Because sometimes when I look at Miami, they kind of remind me of the Cowboys in the sense that if you make them have to play all 4 quarters of the game, for some strange reason, they cannot stand up to that. If they get on top of you, then yeah, it's gonna be a field day because they can unleash the hounds. But if you make them have to just have a hand-to-hand combat for 4 quarters, it's just like they fold.
Yes, and what is football coming down to? It's coming down to, can your defense make 5 crucial stops, and can your quarterback make 5 spectacular plays? And if those 2 things can happen, you can win a football game.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And it is statistical. And I think the Ravens have the right recipe. I think our only deficit is we don't have a number 1 wide receiver who can just bully people. Like, we don't have an A.J. Brown.
Right.
We don't have a Jamar Chase. We don't have a Devontae Adams, a D-Hop. Even though I'm still mad that we didn't at least try to go after DeAndre Hopkins. And that's going to be our downfall, because I don't want us to get to the point where what the teams always do to the Ravens at the end of the season, we're just going to stack the box. We're going to double cover Andrews. But our defense has been playing lights out. So, I mean, that's Ravens culture.
I mean, you guys' defense have been playing so well to where I actually, because I took the Ravens defense as one of 2 defenses that I have in my fantasy football league, and man, hey man, I had to sit my team defense down because we haven't been doing crap. I said, you know what? Let me put these Ravens defense. I forgot hell I had them. I'm like, nah. Let me put these boys out here, man.
When we made that Roquan Smith trade, and then when we signed Jadeveon Clowney this offseason, man, that made a difference.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I got some words to pick with your team. I got some words to pick with you all, man, right now.
Go for it, man.
You won, right?
A win is a win.
Hold on. Let's back up to the trade deadline. Right? So we're just giving away people for 3rd-round draft picks. That's what we're doing?
Man,
We're just gonna give people away.
man, let me
And then
let.
I'm looking at it.
I thought I was a member of the planning committee, but obviously they didn't consult with me on that.
They need to have you on, and you need to be with player personnel.
Man, you know who I found out first that all that foolishness was going down.
Who?
One of my callers, I think he goes by the name of Big Coop.
Oh, you
Man,
know I had to tell you because
man,
I was mad that we didn't try to get them. I was mad we didn't try to get one of them.
I'm out here trying to save the day, and I get this text message. Man, I'm like, what the hell? What?
Dude,
Um,
y'all let Montez Sweat and y'all let Chase Young go for a third round pick.
well, we got a second for Sweat, and a third. Now here's my thing, and I will say this, man, and we've argued within our family, because here's where I come down on this is when someone leaves or when someone gets traded away. We have tendencies to badmouth them and say, well, because they're not there to defend themselves. Now there was talk about my man freelancing, and now all of a sudden he's not coachable and all that, and because you have to be able to justify if this guy goes somewhere else and become a cornerstone of somebody else's team, which I feel that he's going to be. So what is going to be the justification? Well, he wasn't coachable. He wouldn't stick to the screen, to the scheme. He was trying to play, selfish football. I'm like, man, hell, everybody in the league plays selfish football. That's how they got to where they are. It is your job to coach those guys up to get them to buy in, if what buying in is. So I personally think to myself that we should have kept him. That's me saying that, but now I'm definitely didn't understand why we made the deal with Sweat. Now, of course, they were saying, well, you know what, we're not gonna be able to sign all those guys at the end of the year. But you know what? That would have been a problem I would have had to deal with at the end of the year. Because they probably would have franchise tag Sweat, um, made some type of deal with Young, but because I hear people say, well, we are rebuilding. How the hell we are rebuilding and we're a young team anyway? So I don't know, man. Yeah, but I just want you to
Man,
know. I didn't sign off on that.
look, so after y'all trade, right? So let's look at the game today. Sam Howell is something there. Your receiving core is lights out. That's crazy. Y'all have literally an all-star receiving core, and y'all have a good group of running backs. It's just that
You still there, brother? Folks, this is what we call live live video. Cause
now I'm back.
all
Now
right,
the thing about this
I thought
squad
I
is
thought you got sniped.
no. See, y'all ain't gonna alleviate this ass. So here's the thing, y'all. It's like I hate watching y'all play because it's like, bro, you can win games. Why can't y'all do this every week?
Let me tell you why. Because see, you are talking about what I do. You talk about the roller coaster ride that I have to get on every week. Okay. To me, the number one issue to me is two things. On defense is Jack Del Rio, which I call him keeping it real. Keeping it real, coach, keeping it real.
Hey, chill. Jack Del Rio built Duval County. Don't do it. Don't do that to that man.
Sometimes I think I won't say the game has left Jack, but sometimes Jack don't make the defensive adjustments because sometimes you need to blitz more, but that's just me. And second, Eric Bieniemy is today. I think he listens to some of us who constantly bombard him with, dude, what the hell are you doing? You got stud running backs. You have an offense, but you cannot just bring your entire Kansas City system here and plant it right here and expect for it to work. So
Well, the thing, it doesn't work like that. You have to start from the ground up.
and so guess what? He had a mixture of running and passing, and he got Robinson and Gibson involved. Even if you throw them the little quick pass outside in the flat, that's just as good as a running handoff. So he really incorporated that a whole lot more instead of letting Uncle Sam Howell sling it about 50 times. He got into that, and if he plays that way, then we are a team that's hard to beat. But as I was watching this game, I kept wondering, is he gonna fall back into his old central tendencies, which is let's get up, let's start slinging it around, Sam. And I think he caught himself as he was starting to get back, and then he like, okay, let me get back to running this ball. So we started, now we never going to be 50% run and 50% pass because, man, that's just not Eric. So to me, if we get 60-40 or 55-45 out this guy as far as run pass, then I'm happy with that. So to me, that's where we are, man. It's just, it's the fact that I personally think Jack needs to go. And for me, Eric, if you can buy into the fact that you have different types of players here, but you do have a hell of a lot to work with if you know how to horn it in and get the best you can get out of those guys, if that makes sense.
I agree. From an offensive standpoint, you have a lot you can go. I
Yes.
think on an offensive standpoint, y'all need to utilize your tight end a lot more. However, I think if you're going to go into the
You,
draft and
you
get an
utilize
offensive player,
him,
it has to be an
utilize
offensive tackle.
him, but don't feature him. If you understand
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
yeah,
Utilize
and I
him,
feel like
but don't try to
when you go
feature
into the
him.
draft, yeah.
Don't
So
feature
like
that
when y'all go
brother.
into the draft,
Hmm.
I think y'all need to just get an offensive tackle. But he definitely should be the focal point. But I also think that's one of the problems with Kansas City is their tight end is the focal point.
Yes, yes. If we had Travis
So
Kelsey, hell yeah, we're gonna feature him. He's gonna be a focal point. But my man ain't. He's no Travis Kelsey. Don't get me wrong. He is a good, probably a I give him a B average type tight end. He can get the job done, but he ain't one of those guys that when it's when it's third down and you need a first down, you ain't guaranteed that he is going to catch the ball. And stop trying to send him out on down the field on pattern by himself while you keeping Dotson and McLaurin and Gibson. You keeping all those guys in, and you're like, what the hell are we doing?
like, dude, man, I mean, man, your skill positions are top notch. And I think with Sam Howell, I think y'all should give him another year, man, under
Oh,
his belt. Let him develop, man.
well,
See where he's
well,
going.
Sam, that's our quarterback. I'm going to tell you that already. Yeah, he's our quarterback, man. He made some plays. He's getting better. Now, every once in a while, he still holds that ball a little bit too long, but you know what? We can live with that because, like I said, the guy's only played like 9, 10 games, so he's good with that. But for me, I just know we need a new defensive coordinator. Um, and personally, I believe him. I think it's time to push Ron up to the front office. And for me, Eric is trying out, and if he continues to grow like he's growing, if he can continue to mix in the run with the pass, we're gonna be okay. But if not, hey man, it was real, bro. Now let's talk Cowboys, man.
Ah, shit, man. We just got one thing. The Cowboys lost that game, man. The Cowboys had ample opportunity in the fourth quarter to win that game. And I mean, Dak stepped out of bounds. He has to be better with his footwork. It was fourth down conversions in which you got to get past the sticks before you catch the ball. I think that play to the rookie tight end, you got to press that route, a couple steps past the goal line and then cut. That way, when you catch it, you right out of bounds. But
True.
I think the Cowboys are the Cowboys. You had ample opportunity to win the game, but it was just the Eagles were a better team, and the Eagles penalty wise tried to give you the game at the end, but that didn't work.
Oh yeah, I agree wholeheartedly because I was at Buffalo Wild Wing today, and I was taking in the game along with all my rowdy friends. And see, here's the thing: I love going there because, and I don't hide it, man. You know, I'm as neutral as Switzerland, but I do cheer for everybody else in the division to lose. And so when I get there, of course, everybody seemed to put down their arms against each other, and I always go stronger against the Cowboys. And you have a faction that are Cowboy haters, and you have some Cowboy homers, which makes for a real good atmosphere. Now, what I saw is we gotta give some credit to them the Eagles, man. Fly Eagles fly, because there was some times when they went out and made some plays, especially on that fourth down play when Dak was trying to sniff the end zone, and boy did they lay a lick on him, you know. And you were right. The rookie, you have got to be in the end zone. You cannot, when that plays like that, like you said, man. You got to press it and know, okay, if I catch this ball, it's gonna be a touchdown. So I don't know where that's coming from. Are they not being coached up? Because I saw that in another game too, where the guy ran, he needed a first down, and hell, he ran like a yard short. So I don't know, is that what's being taught in the new age football? you know?
But what's been the Cowboys' mantra though? Mental mistakes,
Yes.
ego, and mental mistakes. That's what cost the Cowboys wins.
Did you see?
Ego and mental mistakes.
Did you see how many defensive errors that the Eagles did toward the end of that fourth quarter, where the Cowboys picked up almost 40 yards of just penalties, and they still couldn't pull the game out?
Still couldn't pull the game out. Still didn't know what to do. Still couldn't pull the game out. Still couldn't go into the playbook. At the end of the game, you only have one go-to person to go to, and that's CD Lamb.
But let me ask you this: if the game is on the line, do you go to your money wide receiver, even though they're rolling a safety over the top, or do you take a chance of throwing to Tolbert? The game is on the line, dude. Who are you going to?
If those are my only two options, then at that point, you got to go to your number one receiver. My thing about Tolbert was he's not going to win that one-on-one matchup, but they had Bradbury covering him, so I can see what you think. But what was the whole point of signing Cooks and having Michael Gallup out there?
Right, and that's what got me. Where was Cooks at all? Did he catch a pass today?
He caught a couple of, little first downs, but it's just like at the end of the game, Tolbert is probably your fourth or fifth receiver on the depth chart.
And I'm like,
you don't go to anybody else.
Why are we going to this guy?
Like literally in clutch time, you went to two crucial moments. You went straight to Tolbert. It's like, come on, G.
And like you said, man, oh boy is your number one option. He's getting paid number one receiver money. I gotta throw it at him. There's a good chance that hopefully the referees will eat their flags. Well, there's a good chance you throw it his way, he may get a call, but to throw it to a flat foot Tolbert on what appears to be a jump ball while he's not even moving, momentum is not taking him anywhere. I didn't understand that call. I didn't
understand that call either. I don't know if that was the high route or if that was immediately what they wanted to do. But, at the end of the day, it costs you.
You got 5 seconds, man. 5 seconds. Well, hey, my brother, let me get some more callers in here, man. Get a word for what you guys do.
Hey, man, this is Brandon Cooper, the Raven Extraordinaire, part of the D1 Ignite University podcast. as D1 Ignorant University. Everybody vote for your man Lamar Jackson to win MVP, and the Ravens have the number one defense in the league. That's our culture. We're praying for the Commanders every day. Y'all will get better.
Keep hope alive. All right, man. I'll see you next week, brother.
All
Appreciate
right,
your
all right.
call.
Take it easy, brother. Yes, sir.
Sports therapy with F.A. Jr.
What up?
Ah, we got Jay in Grand Prairie. What she say?
What's
What?
good?
It's all good. Jay,
Who that?
where you calling from,
Who that
Jay?
said they gonna be some Saints?
Who that say they gonna beat them
Buffalo
that Saints?
Wild Wings.
B Dub. Jay, I was at B Dub today. Who that say they gonna beat them that Saints? Now let me talk to you about them that Saints. Y'all played a tough game today, man. Y'all kept it close, but finally. But you know what, Jay? Big ups to what I call the Swiss Army knife, Taysom Hill. And I'm thinking you guys are using him the exact way. You know, he don't need to be started because he ain't the perfect passer, but when you bring him in, the defense don't know what to do, and it makes everybody else get more involved.
That's true. That's true. I liked him today. I like how they used today. The passer. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cause I remember one play I was watching.
Game.
They brought him in, and because you know normally when Taysom comes in, teams play him as if he's going to run the ball. So he didn't run it today. He gave a little shimmy like he was going to run, and there in the back of the end zone, all by himself, is the rookie Johnson.
All by himself.
It feels good to win one, Jay. But
It did.
1 minute there, I thought you were going to have to open up a bottle of Jameis.
Well, I mean, you know.
I
will admit, I would like to see him, to see how he's playing, now. Now that we got Carr, now that he's been out for a while, would be nice to see Jameis.
Now I will tell you though, the Who Dat Nation is getting a little restless when it comes to Derek Carr, man. The word on the street is the family ain't happy.
If the what ain't happening?
The word on the street is the family's not happy with the play of Carr.
Oh no. No. Definitely not. Personally, I prefer Hill.
As a starter? I mean, it could happen.
Nah, I mean, I do like to make this a position, but, play Winston. Let's try him out. Get him off the bench.
Yeah, but the game today was first.
He throws short passes. I mean, he gets the job. He gets the job done and everything, but I want to see some longer passes.
I got you.
Some higher scores would be nice.
Yeah, because you can't keep relying on your defense because in fact, y'all defense played really well today, man. There was about 3 interceptions, a couple of fumbles, but you can't go into a game knowing and thinking, well, we're going to get some turnovers from our defense. That's good, but you can't go into a game thinking that's what you're going to have. But with Carr, like you said, he just refuses to throw the ball down the field. He just don't throw it down.
Hey, where's the win? No, he does not.
So Jay, let me ask you this. I always ask my guests because what was your game meal for today? What was your game meal? Because you got to start off with a good game meal to get your mind right.
Some wings.
Buffalo
wings.
Yeah. Any particular flavor?
Hot wings.
Yeah, there's nothing like old B-Dub. B-Dub in the house.
Peppers. It was good.
Now, did you get a chance to check out them there Cowboys?
I saw that game.
Any
I
thoughts?
saw that game. That was a good game to the end.
It was,
Too
wasn't it?
bad. Too bad our boy got hurt. He was knee and everything.
Yeah.
Jalen got hurt with his knee and everything.
Well, it
But it
looked
was a good game.
one while I thought that the Cowboys, that the Eagles were gonna blow them out because they had that 28 to 17 lead going until the fourth, and then of course I had to hightail it out of there because I had to get prepped for the show. And next thing I know, they're down. The Cowboys that came back and it was within 5, and Dak had a chance to bring it within 3, but he stepped out of bounds when they were going for 2.
That's what made me nervous. Dead and all those chances that the Eagles could get.
Oh, I know, because the Cowboys ended up picking up about 40 yards just on penalties. It was penalties, and then you had there were so many replays where the young rookie tight end caught what appeared to be a touchdown because everybody went crazy, and then
His knee was down.
he was down. I was like, man, you talk about a heartbreak, a heartbreak. Oh man, so I was like, wow. Wow. Well, Jay, appreciate your call.
All right.
And we'll see you next week. Let's get one good old who that for the road.
Who that? Say they gonna beat them Saints.
All right, Jay in Grand Prairie. Who that say they gonna beat them there Saints? Who that there? Gonna beat them there Saints. All right, let me get another call in here, man. Look like I recognize. Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr.
What's going on, my brother?
It's my homeboy Glenn. What's up, homeboy Glenn?
What a great day for football today.
Homeboy Glenn.
Great day, one of the best day of my life. I feel like I'm sitting on cloud 9 right now.
Yeah, man.
But still
let's talk.
still a 5-3.
Let's talk about your Steelers.
I don't know how in the hell
Let's talk about your Steelers
we
from Thursday night.
5-3. I don't know how in the hell we are.
Y'all 5-3, my
And
brother.
my Eagles, yes, sir. The Eagles took care of them damn kids today.
Yeah,
Glad to see them kids go down.
man.
I was sitting around 40 Cowboy fans today.
How'd they take the loss?
Hey, just like they always do. Disappointed. What a great day for football today.
It was, man. It was. There was some good games, man. Starting with
Good game.
and you know what?
Good game.
I'm starting to enjoy that early morning game that they bring from this time instead of coming from England. They were coming from Germany this morning. You had the Chiefs took on Miami. Now, as I was talking to one of my callers earlier, Brandon from D1 Ignore University, and he brought out and he made a very interesting point. He said, hey, you know what? Miami has not beat any team with a winning record. And it's when they get ready to play teams that are on par with them, they seem to fold. Remember, they played the Eagles, they lost. Yeah, I'm like, what's up?
They're not who we think they are.
Nah, because I started watching that game, and then we're going to talk about the Cowboy game and all the other games. But, man, I started watching that game, and I'm thinking that it's going to be nothing but fireworks. I said, man, this game here, we got the high-scoring Dolphins against Patrick Mahomes. And, man, it wasn't – and it was a good game. It wasn't a lot of score at halftime. The Chiefs was up 21-7. And I'm thinking, okay, wait a minute now. Are the Dolphins paper champions? Because they just not. And then they got a few plays here and there to get back in it. But to me, it never seemed as though the Dolphins was ever going to win that game today.
That's true, because to me, it's something about they missing something on defense, man. The defense not. It's just not. I don't know, man. The defense ain't tight enough for me.
Yep.
But I feel like, and then the offense is good, but then sometimes they get too creative.
Right. I'm glad you said that, man, because sometimes I was trying to tell one of my partners, you can have too many plays. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You can have too much.
And then in football, no matter how creative you are, how fancy you look, it still come down to you still got to have that running game, that power game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the Dolphins are lacking that.
I agree.
They don't when it gets time to get physical, they can throw that move that they can move the ball on you up and down the field. But when it's time to get just smash mouth physical football, they don't have it.
Man, there's a lot of teams don't want nothing to do with that hand-to-hand combat, baby. It's a lot of teams.
The Eagles showed you today. They can go both ways.
Yeah.
But they need to show up. They need to show up their pass defense.
Well, that was the thing that I figured out when we played them last week, that you can pass on the Eagles. You can't run on them, but you can pass because the Commanders went up and down the field all day on them. And we would have beaten them if Eric Bieniemy hadn't fell in love with letting Sam come out and sling it instead of just, hey, man, now we up 14 points. Let's just run the ball. But, hey, man, that's. But I like the fact that one thing that you said, because whenever I see the young man play, that always comes to my mind about Jason. He is a quarterback for the Eagles. He is a leader of men, brother. He may not be the most.
Hey, man, I'm going to tell you something about that dude. Out of all the guys that play in the NFL, he's one of the guys right there I would want on my team.
He is a leader.
He's a leader, like you just said, man. He's a leader of men.
He is a leader of men, bro. He is.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Everybody ain't got that.
Because he threw this one pass, man, when the Cowboys was bearing down on him before halftime. And he threw this pass right across the middle. And I didn't see the guy was there. I said, man, only a coach's son would know where this dead zone is going to be, where there's not going to be anybody on defense to get this ball. And, man, that kept the drive going and led to a touchdown because now I was a little concerned when he took that hit to the knee right before halftime. I was like, oh, that doesn't look good. But, hey, man, he is a leader of men.
Hey, man, he's tough and nails, too, man. He's tough. And I know, and, man, I'm going to say this here. With Kansas City, man, they got I don't know about one or two players on that defense, but, man, they got a nice defense over there, too, man.
And I thought
they were a fluke, man.
And that's what's different about them this year is that normally they would overwhelm you with their offense. And now their offense is really not that explosive. It's the fact that they can always come out and put about 28 to 30 points up, but they got a defense that goes along with that. And that makes a big difference,
man. They got a nice defense. Their defense carrying them right now, man.
It made a big difference, man.
And they got a defense carry. And I got to give out a shout out to the Minnesota Vikings too, man.
Yes.
Playing some ball too, man.
Yes, and that the pickup with Dobbs today. Now, keep in mind he wasn't going to start, but the backup. Now, before I go into that, I want to ask you this question: do the NFL have enough quality quarterbacks? Because as we remember, I always say the season doesn't start until you get around game 8 and 9, and you starting to see a lot of quarterbacks are injured, out, can't play. And in the past, you've always had a pretty good backup, but now hell, even the backups will get hurt. It's like what the hell, man?
That's what I'm saying, man. Hey, man, but I give a shout out to Josh Dawg because, man, that dude done bounced around the league, and no matter where he go, you know, that man, this dude he just got to the team a few days ago and didn't know nothing about the playbook.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. When you are a nuclear physics scientist or whatever, Doc, come on, man. That brother can process a hell of a lot more better and faster than you and I. So he probably can give him the playbook and give him about 20 minutes. He probably good to go.
Man, that sucker smart as a whip, ain't he, man?
Yeah, man. He's a nuclear scientist, whatever the hell.
Yeah. So yeah, you can look at his hair and tell he ain't got no hair.
Yeah.
But you can look and tell he ain't got no hair. You know he got to be smart.
Boy, yeah, he probably got a photographic memory. He probably got a photographic memory. He probably could just blink his eyes. You know the whole. He blink his eyes about 5 times. You know the whole playbook.
And know the whole system.
Yeah, because he right now he's a good plug and play quarterback, man. You know.
Hey man, he the best. To me, the people won't never talk about it, but if you go to talk about it, he's one of the best that did it. Because everywhere he go, he done been put in more difficult situations than the quarterback.
But I do, what I do think you guys probably should have held on to him.
Man, look here.
Y'all should have held on to him.
You got your person bill on.
I got it right here, man. Go on, bust. Yeah.
It don't make no damn difference who we get over there in Pittsburgh. Them son of a bitches can't get a fucking 400-yard game in 56 games. 3.5 fucking years. And we 5-3. I ain't complaining about that. But how in the hell you go 56 damn games without 400 yards, man?
Man, you don't make me broke my cussing bell. Oh, okay, works.
How in the hell you go 56 damn games without 400 damn yards?
Oh man,
you don't have teams that have that much yards in the first half down there.
I got you, man.
And let you know right there, they still won't fight that sorry ass offensive coordinator, man. You talking about bringing them from the booth to the sideline? What the hell fuck difference that make? Man, that shit don't make no sense, man.
But
he don't know. Hey, man, we ain't got no offensive coordinator, man. If it weren't for our defense, we'd be in trouble, man.
Hey, my brother, y'all are what is it, 5-3?
Tell me how.
But you know what, homeboy Glenn? You remember I said last week, if you are a team that you've only lost 5 games, if you anywhere around 2 games below 500 or 2 games above, man, you still in the running because the Eagles are getting ready to play a murderer's row of teams. They got, man, you name them, that's who they got to play. The Cowboys, they got a murderer's row coming up, you know. So if a team can stay alive, and I'll be honest, I thought today when the Cowboys played the Eagles, I figured one team would lose a major player because I'm like, hell, the way they're gonna play, somebody gonna get injured. So far, I think both teams came away unscathed as much as you can. They can, I guess. But yep. Hey, but man, y'all 5-2, bro.
Yeah, but damn, man, they don't open up the offense enough, man.
Now you gotta say this now. Your 40-year-old rookie sucked it up, man, to go play today, brother. Cause remember he got his ribs barbecued last week. It nothing like some good barbecue ribs, but he got his ribs barbecued last week. But he came out, man, and played.
I try. I know. Hell, that's all we got. Man, but I'm gonna tell you, man, the way Baltimore playing right now, it's not gonna make no difference, man.
Well, that's the conversation that I had with Brandon, one of my other callers, man. I told him, I said, hey, man, only thing I worried about when it comes to the Ravens is are they peaking too fast? But they're not playing the same old style like they used to. You know how they used to just get involved to to my man Lamar Jackson. Everybody else just stand on the sideline and watch him do his thing. But this year they've got a new offensive coordinator. They got better players to surround him with. So he don't have to go into the season where he's pretty much like a broken down horse, you know. So but the only Achilles heel to me when it comes to them is always Cincinnati. Cincinnati seems to always have their number. Only problem is the Ravens can take care of Kansas City, but they will always somehow seem to get beat by Cincinnati. Go figure.
Yeah. But Baltimore, they got that defense will come along a long way. They playing good football right now. Hey man, but I'm gonna tell you, a danger team is Cleveland. Cleveland is dangerous with Lamar, Sean Watson. We'll get it figured out, get it healthy.
And I was gonna tell you, man, he finally stopped stealing money because he played today. And man, I watched maybe about 5 minutes of that game, and I saw him throw a pretty pass, man. It was about a good 30-yard bomb.
When he ever get it together, believe me, you're going to say I told you. Cleveland going to be one of the most dangerous teams. Man, that defense is salty. Cleveland and the Jets got the best defense in football.
Oh, man. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you on that. Man. But see, the problem with Cleveland... the problem with Cleveland is that they play in the division with the Steelers, the Ravens, Cincinnati, and y'all are like what the old NFC East used to be. It's just whoever come out of it may not have anything left to play against, you know, the other team that's not in y'all division, because you all play against each other so hard and with so much passion. Every game is like, you know.
That's true. Man, hey, I tell you what, that AFC North is tough.
It is.
This year. But I was glad to see the Raiders. I was glad to see the Raiders get rid of Josh McDaniels, because their goal, it falls back, everything falls back to Bill Belichick.
Yep.
You know, I used to believe that thought that Bill Belichick was a good, hell of a head coach. Bill Belichick really just an average damn coach. He ain't shit. Ain't one for hey, you got, where your custom bill? Ain't one for damn. That's something James. Hey, he's another coach stealing money, man. Might as well tell the truth, man.
Is he stealing money?
Because it was Tom Brady, man.
Now let me tell you what. Since you brought up the Raiders, I'm glad you did, because before I came on the air, there was some conversation that Antonio Pierce, who's the interim coach now, that he's more likely is being considered to be the permanent coach for the Raiders, which is good, man, because they need a coach like that, you know, and so I think that's gonna be a good thing for him if he gets that job.
That's who they need.
Because old boy was never really a Raider type coach, man. You know, to be the coach of the Raiders, you don't need to be clean cut. You don't need to be just somebody that comes out of a system. To be a Raider coach, man, you got to have a whole lot of other stuff, man. You know, hell, you just got to get the players to go play. You know, and hang your hat on defense, and then just, you know, playing football. That's what Raider football is all about, man. Just win, baby. Just win.
It's all about. And another thing, Josh McDaniels, he was like He was too arrogant for them.
Yeah, because he didn't fit into he just wasn't a Raider type coach, man.
And man, another thing, he's not a hell of a. He done had two chances. He might well carry his ass back to Green Bay and try to help That quarterback they got now, cause he ain't worth a damn neither.
Yeah, so yeah, that's the story on him, man. But as I was saying, man, today was there was some good games, man. That really was. Now, at what
Hey,
point?
but you know what the best game? You know the best game was today?
What?
Watching them little boys get their ass whooped by some grown men.
Yeah, they got yeah, they the Eagles took care of them, and see what that does is that brings the Cowboys one game ahead of us, which is cool, and we took care of the Patriots today. Eric Bieniemy finally started listening to all of us who were saying, "Dude, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball." And guess what we did today? We ran the ball. We didn't have right. We ran the ball with Robinson. We ran the ball with Gibson. We thought, man, we had to run. We mixed the run in. We didn't have all that craziness like he's been doing, coming out letting Sam slinging around for 50 hell some 50 some time. Nah, dude, that's too much. So he listens.
Right.
Now I don't know if it's gonna be week to week, so I hope he does, man. So we need to hopefully we can win next week, get back up to 500. And then we'll see what happens from there, man. It's all good, man. It's all good.
But like I said, anything can change week to week because it's good football this year, man.
Yeah, and you know what? I was telling one of my listeners, man, I was like, hey, man, I still haven't been able to put my finger on a team and say that is that team because every week you don't know what the hell gonna happen. One while, like I said, we thought the 49ers were gonna be that team. Nope.
No, it don't take but an injury or momentum or anything can change.
Yep. Look at the Eagles. The Eagles, look how the Commanders play the Eagles. Because I was at Buffalo and I was teasing this one lady in there. I said, hey, look. They may beat us. I said, go look at that. Go get a look at our video so you learn how to play the Eagles because y'all Cowboys don't know how. But at the end of the day, you have to be physical with the Eagles, man. You can't go out for that.
Hey, man, when they get that's right. When they get 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1,
you might well give them a first down on that.
Hey, get them damn folks a damn first down. Quit having them trying to get them folks a first down, man.
You might well go and give them a first down with that, man. That brotherly shove, man. You can't stop that brotherly shove. But my homeboy,
yes, sir.
This bad boy's finna come to an end. You're about to hear the sound of my music. All right, it is time to bring this show to an end. And I like to think Jay from Grand Prairie. D1 anniversary, big cool. And my homeboy Glenn checking in as he always does. And once again, I would like to acknowledge the Rangers. All right, and I am wearing this shirt. I can finally take it off. Got my man Hugh Darvish on here. Let's show you how long I've had this shirt. I want to thank the Country Kennies in Little Rock, Arkansas, and all those who listen to my show on the Boot, Calls to Seas, and Mario, England, all over the place. And remember, sports therapy is sports entertainment and entertainment only. And one last thing, I want to thank all those on the yard. And remember what I always say on the yard, stay golden, baby. We will see you next week.